Hi, I'm Dan Slagan, CMO of Thrive Hive, and welcome to Locals. Locals is a TV-style series where we follow around local business owners to get a day in the life of what happens behind the curtains. And today we're here in Everett, Massachusetts at the iconic headquarters of Chicken and Rice Guys, one of the most famous food trucks in all of Boston. Let's take a look.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
So we're here at the Chicken and Rice Guys headquarters in Everett, Mass, and with me is Marketing Director Steve Colacelli. And Steve's going to give us a tour around headquarters.
Welcome everybody, this is where the magic happens. Right here you can see we've got 4 food trucks getting prepped here in the morning. It's early AM here. We're going to be going out and sending the food trucks all over Boston, Cambridge, and I think we're going to Waltham today as well.
And you guys set the schedule every day.
Schedule is the same location every day, but different days of the week we go to different places. So every Monday is the same, every Tuesday is the same, but they're different from Monday and Tuesday.
Got it.
That makes some sense. So this is our kitchen, and again, it's pretty loud in here. Where we're prepping for the day, we got some tomato salad, just cucumber tomato salad. We're chopping some chicken out here. Lots and lots of chicken. You can see our rice cookers over here. Those are gas powered. They can make 70 cups of rice each.
Each?
Yeah, 70 cups of uncooked rice each.
So you're making over 250 cups of rice every day?
Oh, just that's one round. And
That's
then,
one round.
And then flip it over, put it in warmers, and then go again. There's the chicken. So this was cooked last night and then cooled in our walk-in, and so that's what they're chopping the cold chicken. So that'll go in those tins in the refrigerators on board the truck, and then we'll throw the chopped chicken right on the grill, heat it up there, chop it again, and then that's what gets served. So everything is cooked twice.
I love it.
One thing that it just keeps us safe, keeps us, keeps our customers safe, is we don't bring anything raw on the truck. No raw meat on the truck.
It's crazy. How much chicken is getting cooked here every day?
10 tins, 40 pounds, so 400 pounds of chicken today.
So we'll do 400 pounds of chicken just today?
Just today, yeah.
And that's for just the food trucks?
That's cooking today for tomorrow, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just for the food trucks.
Oh my gosh. 400 pounds of chicken per day, just food trucks.
And 400 pounds from Rosa.
Rosa.
Right now we're cooking tofu. We bake, our tofu is just our organic vegetarian option. It comes rubbed with the same spice rub as we do our chicken, so it's really just kind of like the vegetarian version of our chicken and rice. Gets baked in the oven, comes out nice and crispy, served over rice. It's delicious.
Nice, vegetarian option. Mm-hmm. When did you introduce tofu?
So that was an original. I say it's like our vegetarian option because when we opened up in Boston, part of the rules were every food truck had to have a vegetarian option. And so we just wanted to have chicken and rice, so we just had tofu and rice. It's a pretty, everyone likes tofu. It really holds the spice rub really well.
Yeah.
And it is kind of a little different. There's not a lot of places that do tofu and rice. At least our style.
So every food truck in Boston has to have a vegetarian option?
At least when they opened, yeah, I think it's still the case.
Interesting. All right. So one thing you notice around this headquarters is it's a big warehouse, and it used to be a laundry
dry
facility?
cleaner.
Dry cleaner facility.
Yep.
One thing you'll notice is a bunch of trucks. All of this is custom built out by Chicken and Rice Guys. And artwork is one thing that I noticed. Tell me a little bit about this.
So this is brand new. We actually just did this last week. The first of hopefully many murals that we're gonna fill up this white space of this white warehouse with. This was actually done by our chef in our Medford restaurant, Alejandro. This is a character that he does a lot of. He scribbles this all over our Medford restaurant on boxes and on whatnot. And I don't want to speak for him, but it means a lot about, there's a lot of his own ideas of art and ideas, all these symbols on there. And so hopefully we'll fill up this whole space It's part of just like what we want to do in identifying talents of our staff. We have a lot of people who are into art. We have a lot of people who are into design, and we want to like find ways of accentuating and like highlighting those talents, bringing them out.
Nice. And I see you guys work on all your trucks here as well.
Yep. We have kind of our house contractor, mechanic, jack of all trades, and they're doing, they do a lot of our just kind of maintenance and renovation work. This is our latest truck. We call it T6, doesn't have a name right yet. But yeah, as you can see, we just cut a hole out and we're putting in a new generator.
And what's the maintenance go with a food truck? What do you have to watch out for?
Everything that you would do for a typical vehicle or a typical truck especially, you know, plus all the stuff that you would do for a typical restaurant. So, you know, equipment failure, things like that you just have to anticipate. And then when you combine the two, they have kind of, they accentuate each other. So, you know, the fact that this is a very heavy vehicle with very heavy kitchen equipment wears down the engine, the wheels, the drivetrain, all this stuff harder than if it was just an empty box truck. And all of the wear and tear of driving over Boston streets, the potholes, the, you know, sudden stops, all, you know, things crashing every once in a while, falling off the tables, that breaks the equipment. So,
yeah.
You know, it's always, you know, a little bit of magic and some fingers crossed every time we get to a shift and we turn on the grill, whether or not it'll light up.
Yeah. I mean, how much of the maintenance is expected versus sort of surprise? How much can you actually prepare for this stuff?
So when we started, we kind of were constantly reacting to problems. Now, fortunately, you know, we're 6 years old and we have a regular maintenance program. So we have 4 trucks right now, but on any given weekday, we're only having 3 shifts at a time. So that allows us to have the 4th truck to always be, you know, that extra truck that can go get maintenance, go into the shop, get whatever it needs to be done. And so we're always taking a truck out of rotation to get just regular maintenance. It's something you constantly have to do. And if you're not doing that regular routine maintenance, checking the oil, checking the fluid, checking things like that, it's the major stuff that will pop up on you.
Yeah. One thing local businesses always have a hard time with is hiring.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about getting people here? You have great people here. You said you have a staff of 80 plus, which is no small feat. Where do you find your people?
Anywhere possible. Anywhere and everywhere possible. Finding and retaining staff is the hardest thing we can do right now. It's a tight employment market right now, tight labor market. So we're trying, looking all over. We have ads online. We have ads on Craigslist, we have ads on Indeed, but we also go to local schools, we go to job fairs, we go wherever we can find good people. But I will say our best recruiter has been our own team. Most of our staff, the majority, knows someone else who works at Chicken and Rice and has been a referral, either a family or friend.
We're here downtown Boston at the very first location of Chicken and Rice Guys' first food truck. And I have with me here the co-founder of Chicken and Rice Guys, Ian So. As you can see, the lunch rush is just about to get started. But Ian, thanks for being with us.
No problem. It's a
Tell
pleasure.
us a little bit about how you guys got started.
Sure. We started Chicken and Rice Guys in 2012. We started off as one food truck. I was working at the time and I wanted to start my own business and I love food. So we did some research and found you could buy food trucks on eBay. So that's kind of how we got our first truck.
You got your first truck on eBay?
Yeah, eBay.
They like the chicken, they like the rice, but then you get the barbecue, you got the white sauce, you got the hot sauce. How'd you guys come up with all the different ones?
Every day we would come back from work and we would try out different concepts. So we would work on the chicken first and then the sauces. The sauces was the hardest part, the white sauce. But I think it was like maybe 20, 30 tries before we got the recipe that is today.
Nice. And one thing about the hot sauce is you guys are unapologetically hot.
Yeah.
You don't have a mild,
Yeah.
your medium's pretty hot, and your extra spicy is really hot.
Yeah.
You just love to make people suffer?
Yeah, you know, I think in East Asian cuisine, the food is just so much spicier. Like, I remember eating dinner with my dad, and he would put hot sauce on, and he'd be sweating. He'd have to, you know, use a napkin and towel himself down. Like, that's the kind of food that I think is spicy.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to bring that out in our food. You know, we thought we were really ready the next Saturday, and I got on the truck. Our commissary's in Charlestown, so got on the truck, started driving, and then the engine started shaking. And it actually, one of the pistons came loose because we didn't fill up the oil correctly, and it blew up the engine. So we're just on the side of the road, waiting for a tow truck, you know. So this was like the low in the beginning, because I borrowed money from my mom to start the truck. I had maxed out my credit cards, and second day, just the engine blew up. The tow truck guy was like, "Yeah, there's nothing. You're done. Your engine. You need a new engine." So, long story short, I don't know how we thought of it, but we were like, okay, the food's already in the truck, the generator still works, the engine's broken, we can still serve the food. So we towed the truck over here instead of to the mechanic, and we opened that day. And we ended up selling 250 plates that day.
What does that mean to you as a food truck owner here? Every day you get to come out, 3 restaurants, 5 or 6 trucks around the city, and you get to bring people lunch, but you also bring them happiness. I mean, I'm sitting here watching people, they're already lined up, they're gonna wait, you guys have music going, you have people wearing chicken coats. I mean, how do you think about the experience that you provide to people?
It's really rewarding, you know, and even though I've been doing this 7 years and we served hundreds of thousands of plates, it's still so nice to see customers come in and just be happy. Just a little bit of good food and makes them happy, you know.
Yeah, and one of the coolest things I think you told me was that you guys actually donate some of your food at the end of the day to organizations that help people in need.
Yeah, so I think it's what, like 50% of food goes to waste in America. So, you know, I think this generation kind of millennial business people and millennial customers are looking for businesses that care about the environment, care about the community, and not just take from it, right? Because we're facing a lot of, you know, environmental crises and stuff. So for me as a business owner, it's really important for me that I try to do things ethically. And one of those things is, you know, food recovery. So one of the places is Rescue Mission down by Bedford Street. That's our first restaurant. And they're just a homeless shelter. And I don't know how it got set up. I think somebody knew somebody over there, but basically at the end of the day, all our leftover food, they just come and pick it all up and they serve it to their guests.
Yeah, I love it. And so you guys do that every day.
Yeah, so, you know, no waste, and it feeds people in need.
That's great. One of the things I think any local business owner or someone around the city would love to know is, how do you think about marketing? You guys have been able to build up such an authentic and strong and unique brand that is only chicken and rice.
Yeah.
When I see yellow, now I think chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Didn't used to think that 6 years ago, now I do. Whenever I see the food truck around, it puts a smile on my face. The customer loyalty is so incredibly strong. People wait for over an hour sometimes if you're at a festival or a really busy part of the city. I mean, what's been your approach to drawing that type of attraction and loyalty?
So I think there's two sides of it. There's the social media, the branding, and then there's the word of mouth side. So I'm incredibly lucky to have amazing graphic designers, Nick Hum and James Cotton. Those are our designers. I actually went to high school with Nick, and he kind of gave me a hometown discount for all the work, and great guy. I thought that it was really unusual, the logo. It looks like an Illuminati chicken with a triangle. But it's
I love it.
unique.
Illuminati chicken.
Unique.
Yeah.
So this is the old logo.
This is one of the original Chicken and Rice Guy t-shirts.
Yeah. So we paid $300 for this one. People think it looks like a communist chicken. So, and then we went from communist chicken to Illuminati chicken. I don't know what's better, but
Nice.
So, great designers from the start. And I think what's unique is we have a dedicated marketing manager. I don't think a lot of small businesses have that. We try to put our people first. A lot of people say, oh, product is first or the customer's first. I actually think it's the people, because the people are the ones making the food.
Which, your employees.
Our
That's your number one focus.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. And we just wanted them to have fun. So, you know, they have a bullhorn, anytime anyone orders baklava, they yell it out, or combos or whatever. But there's they serve 300-400 plates a day. It can get monotonous, so we want them to have fun.
But one of the best ideas I think you've had is this concept of the golden coin or the free chicken and rice for a year. Inevitably, when you're trying to grow a business, coming up with creative marketing ideas is the best thing you can do. Where did you get that idea? It seems like you guys have an affinity for Willy Wonka or something at the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Like, where's all this come from?
God. So I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up watching Willy Wonka. My mom didn't let me watch any movies, so all the movies I got to watch were like at school, and they played Willy Wonka all the time. Nice. And I just remember the excitement of Charlie running down the street with the golden ticket, and then going to the Willy Wonka factory. So we were just thinking how we could incorporate that into the business, and the grand opening where we're giving away the chicken and rice for a year, that worked so well. We're just like, let's incorporate this into everything we do. Yeah.
So how does it work now?
So each store we have a grand opening, and you get a specific coin for that store, and you can have unlimited chicken and rice once a day for the rest of your life.
When you give away food for the year, do you notice those people coming back consistently and being brand advocate and sharing your story out?
Yeah. I think one college student said it helped him get through college by paying for all his meals.
That's awesome. You've been here now for 6-7 years. What's your go-to meal? Like, what's your combination with the sauces and the meat and?
So, tofu is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's the unsung hero, and then I get the tomato cucumbers with rice, no lettuce, and a little bit of hummus.
A little bit of hummus.
Yeah.
None of the sauces?
Some hot sauce, a little bit of white sauce.
Nice.
Yeah.
When Chicken and Rice Guys first got started, they only had one food truck. Over the years, they added a second, a third, and then more and more. In addition, they opened up 3 restaurants, and we visited the one in Downtown Crossing to take a tour and also to talk to one lucky customer. All right, so I'm here with shift leader Dina. She runs Downtown Crossing here, and she's gonna give us a tour of the location.
If you walk in here, you see the lovely roaster chopping up our homemade chicken. Boom, 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 chop, chop, chop.
How much chicken is this?
This is about 1 full tin of chicken there. It can last us about like 2 hours.
And on a busy day, this location will do over 700 plates.
Over. It will be so big. And I usually do the daily report. The plates is enormous. Like, you can go on from having over 200 plates for the weekend, over to like 600 plates during almost 600 plates during the weekdays.
Oh my gosh. Get a look at how much chicken is over here. All right, so tell us about the sauces, because this is my personal favorite reason for coming in. What do we got?
First off, I used to love this when I came in here. It's the best. Minced cilantro with jalapeno, also known as the green sauce. Pretty good. Adds a little flavor to your plate. You got the cream and garlic sauce, the white sauce. It's the most popular sauce. You have our lovely barbecue sauce. Pretty great. All right, these 2 sauces are our secret recipes. We have the medium hot sauce, and then the extra hot sauce, burn your mouth. You need to have a gallon of milk to buy it. Right here we have the food allergies of what are most known and the most common allergies, and FIFO. First in, first out, how we keep track of our food and make sure everything's up to date. All right, this is behind the scenes, because at the end of the night, you'll have dishes piling high, so high. We just have so much to do. This is where we do our dishes, soap, water, sanitizer, our state-of-the-art oven, the lovely oven. Hold on.
So all of your cooking for the day happens on this oven?
Basically, except the pita and the gyro. I think everything goes through here. Like you see here, our favorite recipes and stuff, pita chips, pita, chicken, and baklava, because baklava is amazing.
So all you do is press that button and put it in?
Sort of. It takes a lot more work than that, guys. You have to hit the recipe and hit start. Shouldn't do this because there's nothing in it. But then it preheats, and then you have a big old yellow signal that'll be like, oh, it's ready to put something in. And then you put it in, and it'll tell you, oh, it's ready to take it out after a few minutes.
So you are one of the luckier customers that has come through here. You won Chicken and Rice Guys for life.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I actually didn't believe it when they first told me. So we walked in, I was third in line and they handed me my plate and they're like, you won. And I was like, yeah, I know, I get free food today. It's awesome. And they're like, no, 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 you won for life. And I was like, what? And I started to walk out and my coworker is like, no, no, you have to come back. There are like people here to talk to you. And I talked to a bunch of people. They were great. They handed me my plate. They told me a coin was coming and to contact them. So I have a coin with my name on it.
Confetti dropped from the ceiling.
No
songs
confetti.
playing.
There were definitely balloons. There was a man in a chicken suit. I got a cool chicken hat to go along with it.
Nice.
So I rocked that out for a week or two until it like got a little bit too much and it just sits on my desk now.
That's awesome. So you have basically a coin with your name on it, and any chicken and rice guys you go to for the rest of your life, you get a free meal.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. My 13-year-old brother has asked me to will the coin over to him when I pass over so that he can continue to get free chicken and rice guys.
Wow. Chicken and rice guys coin officially in someone's will.
A legacy.
That's gotta be a first.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.